guys, so today is a very special day. I'm showing you this surprise. This is huge. I don't know how to express my excitement and my joy right now. It's just insane. I'm not gonna do a very long intro because most of the recording is probably just gonna go on in the barn. Basically, we bought Scarlett. It's still so crazy for me to say that. We bought her yesterday. We bought her the 2nd of July. Today's July 3rd. We're gonna go into the barn. We're gonna put her out in turnout. And then, yeah, I'll explain a bit more about the situation because there's a lot to explain. Okay, so basically, she's ours. Yeah, I don't know exactly what to say about it. I didn't really plan anything to say. Probably should have done that. Basically, what happened was, so her old owner moved out of state, and she had Scarlett for about a year and a half, but you know, her old owner was an older lady and she was about to stop riding. She had moved out of state, and so Scarlett was up for sale. I got to ride her a couple times before she was sold, and I fell absolutely head over heels for her. I had the best rides I've ever had on any horse ever when I got to ride her those 2 times. Good girl. When she was officially up for sale, we put in an offer for her. I'm not gonna share prices or any information. Long story short, she's ours now. She is trained really well for dressage. She's 8 years old, so she's been here for 4 years, and she was broken here. So she was broken when she was she was broken under saddle when she was 4. She's jumped a couple times. My coach has jumped her, and then my friend Shay has jumped her. Shay actually sent me a couple videos of her jumping Scarlett over a little cavaletti. I'll put those in a second. So she doesn't really have very much experience jumping. She's primarily a dressage horse. Have 2 saddles that came with her, a dressage saddle and a jump saddle, both fitted to her very nicely. Both very, very nice saddles. I'm gonna ride in the jump saddle today because I've never ridden in it, just to, get a feel for it. Rode in the jump saddle, or the dressage saddle, yesterday when I rode in front of her old owner, which was, I thought it was gonna be very scary, but it was not as scary as I thought it would be. I'll give you a little bit of information on her. So we know that she's 8 years old. We don't know what breed she is. We know she's a quarter horse cross because she's a bay dun. Has a dorsal stripe, she has the little shoulder stripe, and then she has primal markings on her legs. They're very, very faint. Kind of telling by her tail, she has a very mangy tail. It's very wiry and thin. We think there might be some Appaloosa in her. Appaloosas tend to have kind of thinner tails. That's really all we know. I'm guessing she's between 14.2 and 15.1. And actually, so she is a rescue. She was in a barn fire, so she has a big scar across her shoulder. We're gonna do 30 minutes of turnout. She's been in turnout for 10 minutes. Once she's done with turnout, we're gonna take her inside, let her finish her lunch, and then we're gonna ride. So we're gonna go for a little ride. Nice bag. Good girl.
Good. Yes.
Oh, I like lots of food.
think it's from the barn fire, but we're not 100% sure. So I'm going to do a voiceover of this ride. I started the ride in the jump saddle because, I wanted to get a feel for the saddle. It felt nice at the walk, but you'll see once we get into trot in just a second, it was not a good saddle at all. I'll show you the original clip and then I'll zoom in and slow it down because the saddle did not work how it was supposed to. Basically, the saddle was tilting me really far forward to the point where I was unbalanced and I couldn't balance myself. And also, the saddle was basically bouncing up and down on Scarlett's back. It just did not fit her at all in any way. So we ended up pausing the ride, switching over to the dressage saddle. So here's the rest of the ride. Back to the voiceover of the ride. Now that I'm in the dressage saddle, I started with some sitting trot because I wanted to get a feel for her trot and also to build up her trot into a more working trot. So I'm walking across the diagonal and Scarlett likes to kind of run to the rail, so I was making sure that she stayed in a straight line throughout this diagonal, and it was such a nice diagonal. She moved super nicely through it. It was so pretty. She also likes to dodge corners, so you'll see here she steps off the rail because she already is trying to dodge the corner, so I had to really push her in with my inside leg. I could have used a lot more, I just didn't. Here down this rail, I wanted to send her into a bit more of a working trot, and we had a bit more of a working trot, but she did kind of come above the bit, tried to dive in for this corner. So I really had to work her into the corner and make sure that she didn't try to run across the arena again. So here my trainer wanted me to pick up the trot just to see how the saddle was moving and how it was on her back. So this is the last clip of my ride. I was really focused on making sure that she was in a very forward trot, and also I started asking for a contact. We did end up getting it towards the end of this circle, so you'll see in just a second, but really my only goal was for her to be forward. Okay, that was our first official ride as a team. I think it went really well. You saw in the videos how we started off in a jump saddle and then ended in a dressage saddle. So basically the jump saddle did not fit. It was really uncomfortable for her. Sorry, ignore the dirt on my face. I have a dirt mustache. It was bouncing on her back a lot, and then also, for me, I was getting thrown forward at my lower leg. I could not keep it steady. So that saddle is a no-go. But the dressage saddle is a really nice saddle. It fits Scarlett really nicely. It's super, it's been broken in. The jump saddle had only been ridden in once, and that was when Scarlett's old owners first bought her. That saddle was basically brand new, did not work for her at all, but the dressage saddle has been ridden in recently and frequently, so it's been nice and broken in. It also just fits her how it should. So we're gonna be keeping the dressage saddle, and then we're figuring out what we want to do with the jump saddle. We don't know if we're gonna sell it. I'll have to chop this entire clip down.
I think so.
Because it was a lot of silence. But yeah, so we're gonna finish. Oh my gosh, I don't know how to freaking close out a video.
Say goodbye.
Bye!